Hey, how's it going? Avowed is almost here and the early reviews are rolling in. Is this going to be an epic RPG like Skyrim, or is it going to be just another safe mid-tier RPG that we're going to be able to dive in? I've gone through several other hands-on, also taking a look at a few other things, and also what about the PC settings. And so we're going to be talking about this, how to play the game early, and much more. So if you want to dive in with me about and if it's ready to go, let's jump into this video. First thing we're going to be taking a look at is the combat and also the gameplay style. Let's take a look at here at the different type of minimum and recommended requirements. As you guys are able to see here, from the looks of it, it seems like we're going to be able to dive into this game with no problem. Recommended settings are going to be like an AMD 6800 with an NVIDIA 3080. You're going to need about 75 gigabytes of space to be able to run this game. So hopefully that is the case once the game launches for everyone else. Now, for those that want to play the game early, want to dive into this new world, Avowed has a special thing on Xbox. So if you have the Xbox Game Pass, the premium one, you're going to be able to add this game for an additional $25. And by pre-ordering it and getting that additional premium package, you're going to be able to play this game 5 days early. So if you want to take advantage and you want to jump in now, then that is going to be the best way you're going to be able to play this game early. Or if you want to buy it on Steam, on PC, the full price is also there. But other than that, let's take a look at the combat system. All right, the good news is that it looks really flexible. You're not really locked into a single playing style. If you like to swing a sword while blasting magic or even a pistol, you're totally are going to be able to do this. That gives you the mix that you can do in a different match with different skills and create your own unique build. And that is what Obsidian is trying to create. Something new, something different. The PC gamer goes on to say that the system makes combat fun. But there is one question. Actually, there's several questions, but is it deep enough? That's the main thing. Is the combat system going to be able to be deep enough that is going to keep us well entertained? Is it going to please everyone? Is it just going to please some of you? Some RPGs with do-it-all combat type of style feels very shallow, but could Avowed be too casual for those hardcore RPG type of fans? Also, we need to talk about something. AI. Yes, AI. With everything that's going on in the world, AI is moving at a really fast speed. But the mentioning that the companions sometimes make very dumb decisions in combat looks a little bit clunky when you're watching them and they're fighting. Well, it is a small issue, right? Or is it a big issue? You guys let me know in the comment section below. Because this is a type of game that is going to lean very heavy on the team-based fight. So your companions are going to be something important when you are fighting. They're going to be with you. Let's talk a little bit about companions before we move on onto exploration in the world. Some of the previews and hands-ons do mention one thing in common, and that is companions are not interactive. You are not able to do that. Is this going to be a problem for those that are looking for something more than just a side partner? You want to see what your decisions, the outcome of it happens to the companion? We will not know because all of them did say that there is no such interaction between them. Now that we got that out of the way, let's talk about world and exploration. The game itself takes place in a living land, world full of color, mysteries, diverse environments. You also got some forest, deserts, and also creepy caves that are going to make the game feel very alive and also unique. So that we shouldn't be worrying about. We saw it in different previews, we saw it in different videos, trailers. You see that the world itself, it's alive. But here is where things do get a bit interesting. It's not a fully open world game. Instead, it's going to be split into a large zone, kind of like the Outer Worlds if you played that game. Now, some players love this type of approach where it keeps the game focused, but there are some of you that are expecting something closer to Skyrim. So here's the big question, guys. Will Avowed will feel too small and restricted that it will be just, or will they be able to make the right adjustment? Right? We're not really going to know until you guys are playing the game, you experience it for yourself, and you are able to this and say, well, this does have a great balance. We won't know that until the game launches. Now, with exploration and RPG, you're thinking about a lot of different things that you're going to be able to do in the world. But as a player, there's not going to be any stealing. No sneaking into houses, no grabbing loot off shelves, and nothing like that. So the loot that you're going to be able to find, it's going to be there. You're going to be able to see it if you're walking. But there is one thing important that they did notice is that there's going to be some loot that is going to be well hidden. You're going to solve different puzzles. You're going to need to go around different things to be able to find that very special loot. And looks like the developers did say that they're going to reward us for our curiosity by finding hidden chests or by fighting a secret boss or a secret enemy. And in return, we're going to get a very nice reward. So it does have its good and it has its bad. So let me know, drop it off in the comment section below. What do you guys think about it so far? Now let's talk about the story and character. Obsidian is known for deep storytelling, and I think this is something we're also going to be able to see in Avowed. It looks like it's going to carry on. Also, it is set in the Pillars of Eternity universe, so fans that love that type of series and also are going to be able to recognize are going to love that this being added to the lore. However, but now with a lot of you guys are going to be jumping into this game, are you guys going to feel lost? The developers did say, though, one thing, that you don't need to play that game to be able to know about what's happening and about. So that is something good to know, because I hate it when you are stepping into a game and really, if you don't know about the lore or if you don't know about certain things and you're making all these mistakes, eventually towards the end, it affects you in a way. And that is what I want to talk to you a little bit later in the video about how the writing is set in this game and how it affects you as you are progressing through the story. So with a good RPG also comes great writing, and I think that is one of the key points about an RPG, especially one that is new like this one. How is the writing going to be? Well, good news is that the writing is very unique. It has a really great dialogue, well engaged with a different type of NPCs. And also, and here is what I wanted to talk to you, is that doesn't matter what class you picked at the beginning. Let's say if you want to be a ranger or if you want to be a wizard, the character creation does not go into much depth, as you guys may or may not know, but the class progression does not affect on how you play, but mostly it's going to affect your dialogue choices. So if you're going to be a ranger, then that dialogue is going to be slightly different if you are a wizard. So have that in mind when you are creating your character. Not that you guys know this, let's jump a little bit about the character customization and also the progression itself. The customization is decent, but here are some concerns. The options are a bit limited. You can play as a human or as an elf or tweak things around and make yourself look like Baldur's Gate 3 type of characters. If you played the game, you guys know what I mean. Other than that, will that be enough for a RPG type of fan who loves deep customization? I think is whenever you're thinking of RPGs, you're always thinking about deep customization, like what can I do to my hairs, what can I do to my eyes, what colors can I have my skins, what colors can I have my eyes, what can I wear, and how is this going to affect the story that I'm going to be playing in. And I think this is where Avowed is going to lack a bit, but we won't know until we are able to play this game and just fully like dive into the game and see how the progression is going to be, the difficulties, the mix between the different abilities that you have between a ranger or a wizard or a fighter. How is the different combat combinations that you're able to do in the game, how all of that is eventually going to affect us towards the end of the story. So a couple of concerns and also of course areas of improvement that maybe we may be thinking about is that one is going to be of course looting system. As everyone that plays an RPG, you want looting, you want a lot of stuff that you can go in and get and dress up and just make yourself very powerful. So we won't know, with the lack of stealing mechanics in the game, we won't know how far we're going to be able to get into this game once we are done playing it. And the other one is of course the lack of your companion AI. Like, what can you do? How much can you interact? So is this game Avowed, does it feel too safe, or is it really pushing the boundaries where it's going to make itself stand out from any other RPG? We won't know. Stick around and don't forget to subscribe, because I will let you guys know and also keep you posted on some guides and a lot more in regards to Avowed. Thank you guys for watching.